If I had a trophy, I would give Team Alicia the trophy for the best dressed team. You guys look so awesome tonight, by the way.
Yeah. Thank you. I think that everyone looks super dapper.
Absolutely.
I'm still learning from these two. I told you, like, I'm learning.
You gotta get the hat.
I don't know if the hat will work for me. I do wear hats.
You do. You wear fedoras sometimes.
Yeah, I do wear hats, but
performing.
I don't know if I can pull it off on stage like these guys. So I let them have it.
What do you guys do when you go into wardrobe? Do they kind of ask you what you're kind of feeling, or do they say, "Try this on"? They have a few looks for you.
They'll shop for you, but they're very, very accommodating and want to know what you want to wear. They're not trying to put you in anything.
Right.
Like, nobody on stage is wearing anything that they didn't want to wear. So that's a blessing to, like, deal with them and kind of collab with them. They'll take your look, but then they, heighten it. Yeah.
Yeah, for me, it's been kind of a fun process because I love fashion, and they knew our style going into it, so they already have an idea of what we like, and so they go shopping for us, which is really insane that someone goes shopping for us, right? And like this outfit, for example, it was an easy sell to me. She just pulls out this jacket, and she's like, and I'm like, yeah, yeah, we're gonna wear that.
So how do we feel after our performances tonight? Do we feel confident in them? Because I think they're probably the best of the night, but you didn't hear that here.
Man, I feel like these guys brought the house down and made it extremely tough for the guy who had to come last and pick up all the pieces. I just pray that everyone enjoyed it and they'll go out and vote.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not gonna. Well, yeah. I'm usually a pretty confident person, just because I guess, confident in what I know God has gifted me to do. But I mean, at the same time, you're nervous about it going into it. I try not to be anxious for anything, but of course that's pretty impossible. So I just hope that it was enough, and I think it may have been. It felt like it was, and at the same time, I want to be wherever God wants me to be. I don't want to be where I'm not supposed to be. But I think at the same time, God gives you what you want sometimes, and this is definitely what I want. So
Yeah, it's when I'm up there, it definitely doesn't feel like a competition,
Yeah.
And tonight I got to do what I love to do one more time on the biggest stage in America, and I got to do some emotional soft stuff, and then I got to do some fast rock and roll stuff all in one, and so I got to do best of both worlds, in my opinion, and I felt like everyone was rocking out with me, so that was super special. I hope everyone at home was rocking out with me.
We were rocking out in here, I can tell you that much.
That's so cool. That makes me so happy, and I just had a great time tonight. I did.
My last question, I want to know, before you get on stage, kind of going back a little bit, do you guys get like a pre-show jitter or have like a habit or something you have to do in order to stay calm and focus?
Warm up your vocals. For me, I'm always constantly warming up the vocal, trying not to be in my head and just trying to be free. And I take a moment and I spend time with God, and I just give it to Him and leave it.
I love it.
No, you go next.
I'm a pretty nervous wreck on the day of. I won't lie. I wake up like today's the day, and it doesn't really stop.
It's a good adrenaline rush then.
Yeah. Just because it's live, and while it's something that I love to do, it's on a bigger scale than I've ever done it before. So I try just to not make it a bigger deal than what it is. I just want to look at it as I get to do what I love to do, and I used to do this all the time, every day, and there was nothing, nerve-wracking about it. And so I try to view it like that. And honestly, the thing that takes away the nerves is when I realize, and I remind myself of this all the time, is that I'm not singing just for me. And I don't want to waste the opportunity of being on The Voice and being able to connect with audiences at home. And so I think it's a lot easier sometimes to do things for other people than yourself, and that's what I love to do anyways. So and this experience on the journey, I feel like I'm not alone, and I'm doing it for them.
Yeah, and you have some pretty great friends along the ride with it too.
Yeah, definitely. I always go to her. I'm like, Vanessa.
Any habits for you?
Yeah, and I'm always like, Stephanie, you're good. Leave me alone. Like, I'm tired of telling you this.
I have my performance to worry about.
I'm like, but you're good. You're good.
For me, I guess any habits, prayer, of course, and then I remind myself why I'm doing what I'm doing, who I'm doing it for, and the fact that I cannot afford to fail, and failure being me not really living in that moment and being able to deliver the way I want, So I have some things that I remind myself of, and I kind of get quiet, talk to God, take me a lozenge, drink some warm water, and sometimes I jump a little bit, like right before. If you see me right before, I'll be like, let's go, showtime. And then
You get out there and you guys kick butt. That simple, right? It's that simple. You guys are going to be here next week. I have no doubt about that at all. I'll be seeing you here. Group hug. We've come to it.